All right. Hi, good morning, everybody.
Hi,
Welcome,
everyone.
welcome to Bella Cross Live. Ann and I are both here today, and we are hoping that
Yeah.
you are doing great and that you are going to be joining us. Because we love to see you guys when you come and hang out with us.
We do.
Yeah, so I'm super excited again. I get excited every time I do a live. I really do. It's a little insanity, but I do. Um, but we're working with Sizzix today, Sizzix products, and I absolutely love Sizzix products. So,
Hi,
anyways,
Pam.
hi Pam. Okay, so before we get going, and I get too far into, my talking business, for those of you that are joining us for the very first time, watching on replay, whatever, watching on YouTube, wanted to let you know my name is Lisa Rojas, and this is my business partner and very dear friend, Ann Butler. And Ann and
Hi,
I
everyone.
own, you are a busy girl this morning already.
It's
Ann
it's
and I
like my
own,
phone is turned down and it keeps ringing. It's turned all the way down.
I hate messing with my phone. Yeah, I get it. Anyways, okay, I sidetracked. Ann and I own a publishing company, Bella Crafts Publishing, and we put
Publishing
out,
company.
what did I say? My
Nothing.
mouth.
Publishing company.
Yeah,
It's cute.
okay. A publishing. Okay, so we own Bella Crafts Publishing. There we go. And we put out a free digital craft magazine 4 times a year. Actually, Miss
Me
Pam, that I
too.
see is in here, she's one of our contributors. She does a project for us each and every time. She does gorgeous work. Pam, I love your work. You know I do.
She has beautiful products of her own too.
Oh, yes, she does, and we've used her beautiful products on a live before, so yeah. So, anyways, when I'm doing my live, Anne's going to put the all of the links in of what we're going to be talking about, so you'll know where you need to go, and blah, 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 to sign up for the magazine, and then also check out our ebooks while you're there because we do fabulous ebooks and we've got a few coming out very soon. And my
Well, we
nose
just
is
had one release.
that's right.
We just had Jewel's Jewel Loom Inspirations released last week. I'm so happy about that one.
Yeah,
It is stunning.
it's a gorgeous book. Gorgeous book. Oh, I just, So, let's see, what else
Thank
was I
you for sharing, Pam.
Oh, yes, thank you, Pam. Okay, so before I forget, because I digress and I squirrel. So before I forget, this week we're working with Sizzix, and we're going to be doing a giveaway with them. And to enter the giveaway, you need to like, comment, and share my video here, and then also Anne's when she goes live at 2 p.m. Central Time. Okay, that will enter you into the contest to the giveaway. Hi, Becca, and no worries if you're watching on replay or you're watching on YouTube. It doesn't matter because I will go in and pick the names out of YouTube and put them in the randomizer that we use. Oh, sorry, you guys. I'm so stuffed up this morning. Anyways, so we will hold the contest open until Tuesday, midnight Central Time, which is the 14th. Yep. So you have all week to like, comment, and share with the hashtag Bella Crafts. Okay. We get the majority of our views are on replay. So we want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to get in on the giveaway.
Yep.
So, okay, I've talked myself out. It's your turn. Say something fun.
Hey, Raylene. I know that you're on YouTube, so since we can't grab those with the randomizer that we use,
Yeah.
Lisa will go in and she grabs everybody's name who has liked, comment, and shared with the hashtag Bella Crafts, even on YouTube. So
Yes.
you have a chance to win too. And like she said, it will be a prize from Sizzix.
Yes.
Because they
Yes,
are our
yes.
sponsor today. We are excited about that because they have such great products.
Oh, they do. Oh, they do. I can get into so much trouble with Sizzix stuff.
Yeah,
But
yep,
it's all fun, right, you guys?
it is.
Okay, so I think I covered everything. Oh, our Do You Love to Craft group. You want to
Well,
that
I'll
one?
put a link in here. We have a group, Do You Love to Craft? We'd love to see
Ugh,
what you're creating because you can share your projects in there.
yes.
Yeah,
We would love that. Okay, so what I am showing you how to do today,
so
this
cool.
is what we're working on today. Now, those of you that watch us regularly, Becca, you'll know that last week I created this piece right here with the new Eileen Hull Jewel Loom.
With this beautiful,
Yes, yes,
beautiful thing.
yes, yes. Um, so this is what we are making today because what I did was last week I showed you how to make this on the loom, and then I promised that I would do a project using what I did. And I kept going back and forth and back and forth. Do I want to do a card? Do I want to do a journal? Do I want to do something else? And finally I just decided, you know what? This was originally thought about for journal covers and journal spines and all of that. So I thought, okay, let's start there. So basic stuff, that's where we're started. If you want to know how to create this really pretty centerpiece here, then all you need to do is watch last week's live.
I'll put a link in here for that too.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you. So that's what we're doing today. It's super, super easy. It's fun. And I can't wait to show you guys how to do it.
It's a beautiful journal. Yeah.
It is. It is. Thank you so much. I really, really love it. And you know what? Oh God, my nose. We always say about creativity and how good it is for our souls. The stamp that I put on here is one of my other favorite sayings, and it says nothing soothes the soul like a walk on the beach. And
Aww.
that is perfect for me and for any beach lover, and you're a huge beach lover too. So I just saw that and I was like, okay, that has to be the saying that's going to go on the front of this book. So I love it, love it, love it. All right. So let's get started. It's 10:10, and we've gabbed enough, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to switch my camera. I cannot breathe.
I feel so bad for you. Hey, Helen.
I know. I can't breathe. It's terrible. All right.
Okay, so she's going to switch her camera down, and when she is doing her project, I will put links in for all of you.
All right. Now, is that going to be, let my camera reset. All right. So is that going to be well enough for you guys to see?
Yeah, I think so, because you can just lift it up if we need to see something.
Well,
Oh.
actually, my camera is up higher than I normally have it. So I just wanted to make sure, and I think that might be an issue because it's going to
It
be
might be an issue because it's having problems adjusting to you.
Yep. All right. So let me lower it just a smidge.
Okay, so I'll come back in so it doesn't kind of make you guys
dizzy.
When we're moving cameras, sometimes it makes us uneasy, queasy.
Yes.
When we're watching it. So
all right.
Actually, we'll let her do that. We do have the 2 winners from last week to announce, which I will announce during my live at 2:00. And my live also features Sizzix products. And I'm showing you more tips and tricks and techniques for their stencil and stamp tool and their masking film, which is very cool stuff.
All right. So hopefully
You
that
got
will
it?
work. Yep. Ready to rock and roll. Can't breathe, but ready to rock and roll. All right. So let it. There we go. But now I feel crooked.
Well, it is a titch crooked.
It is a titch, isn't it? And it's annoying. Ugh. Cameras. They're such a pain in the gazoot.
Hey,
All right.
Dorothy.
All right. I think that's good enough. And yeah.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. Perfect. All right. So let me show you guys again. This is what we're creating today. I am so excited. You know, anytime I get to use anything from Eileen's Sizzix line, I absolutely love it. This is a journal that I have used, and I know Anna's used multiple times. There's so many cool things you can do with it. I'm going to show you what it is here in just a minute. But for mine, what I did on the inside of mine was I take a lot of notes because if I don't write it down, I can't remember. I mean, true story, guys. I cannot remember. And I end up having sticky notes all over my desk, and then I can't find the sticky note that I'm looking for. So I make journals. So for this one, what I did was I just took a regular pad, a notepad, um, a post-it notepad, I should say. And what I did also to make it reusable, right? I put a piece of heavy duty cardboard on the back here, and then I put some Velcro on the back. So then I can switch this out.
Perfect.
So if I fill this, which I will because I do take a lot of notes, I can switch it out and make a whole new one. So, you know, or add a whole new one. So I love that because I wanted to do something that you could use again and again and again. So this is what we're making. So excited. And now I'm going to show you the tools that I used. All right. So first of all, this is the die that I use. This is, I believe, one of Eileen's really popular dies. I know a lot of people have used this die. I absolutely love it. Um, it's just a perfect die, especially because of the spine, because with the spine, you can make it bigger or smaller. It's adjustable on how you want to put it together. So this is what I used for that, for the whole book. And then here is the rest of the stuff. Now, last week, I told you guys that I had created this piece to share last week, and I said that once I got this done, that I was going to put it on a project. You know, finish a project out and do it. So that's exactly what I did, but I had started another one just so you could see. So this is the loom. Now I know you can't see. Eileen's name is in there. And then, of course, this is by Juliana, and this is one of her jewel looms. And I love this thing so, so much.
It's so much fun.
It is so much fun. Well, you know, you guys know that have been following me how much I love fibers. So this is perfect to bring into the paper craft world. I absolutely love it. So what I did, now you'll notice on this one's a little bit thicker than this one because I did a smaller one first. This was my very first try. So I didn't want to, you know, like do something real elaborate and get in the middle of it and get stuck. It's so easy to do that. Once I got started, I thought, oh my gosh, this is such an easy, you know, easy tool to use. But on this one, I went ahead and I started this one again. This is another one that I had just started. And I think I might make a bracelet from this. I haven't quite decided yet.
Very cool.
I know, right? Like put some really pretty rhinestones in there. I would prefer diamonds, but you know, I'll settle for rhinestones.
You know. We'll talk to Rich about that one.
Yeah, we will, right? Rich will say I buy her enough jewelry. So
He'll say she can
This
have
is the
whatever
loop.
she wants.
Yeah, that's what he would say. Okay, so this is what I used to create the center of this piece. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys that. And then, all right, so to get started, here's what we got to do. I got to dig all my stuff out of here. Okay, because the other cool, very cool products that I used in this set, or in this project, I should say. Okay, so I used this die set, which I'm absolutely in love with. There are so many things that you can do with this die, because it's a really cool die. You guys want to try it out. I love this embossed feature around the edges, but it also has ones that match that cut out. So it'll cut the image out for you also. And you can have that embossed image. So cool. Awesome die set. And then the other thing that I used for this, oh gosh, I can't breathe. It's terrible. Was some papers. Let me find them real quick. I cleaned up my studio last night, and of course I put everything away. So the papers that I used for this are brand new from Sizzix. So is this. These are brand new items that they just started promoting. So this is the paper that I use, and I love this paper because you can sand it, you can tear it, which I'm going to show you, and you're going to see a beautiful color underneath. Like this piece right here, just by tearing it. So you're not going to get white. You're going to get the color that is underneath the top color.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, they really, it's fun paper. All right, so I'm going to put that away and that, because of course I already, did my stuff ahead of time. So what you're going to do with the die, okay, you're going to cut 2 pieces of mat board out. These are both for your covers, okay? So you're going to cut 2 of these, and then also, where is it? There it is. I'm also using this tab for my closure. So you're going to cut this out also on mat board. Now, what I was going to tell you, because this is, an XL, it's big, big die. But if you can see here, this is what you're going to be cutting out. These are the 2 pieces that you're going to cut out. But also, the die also will cut a smaller size for your papers on the inside. Now, I used a notepad on mine, so, I didn't need this one, but you are going to cut 2 of this and then 1 of these. All right, just so you know. So what I did then, once I had die cut them, then I went ahead and I took some, some lavender paint, just acrylic paint, and I kind of watered it down a little bit so it was more like a wash. And I just covered both inside, outside on both pieces. Okay. And then once I did that, then this is one of the other new tools from Sizzix. This is the package that it comes in. It has 2 of these sanding blocks in them, and this is to use with their papers. So I used it for the papers, but I also used it to kind of sand this up and give it more of a shabby chic kind of look. So I just I did that. Okay. So once you're done, you got it painted, you've got it sanded down. Before you start putting it together, though, I want to tell you, make sure that you take a cloth or something and wipe off the excess dust, because it's going to be everywhere. So you want to make sure that you get it off of your book here. Okay. All right. So now to put it together, I had die cut this large piece. And then this is the middle piece, or the piece that goes on top. This is with Anne's stencil. And please don't judge me on my stencil. It has been used a lot.
That one's well loved.
It is very well loved. Yeah. It is very well loved. And I loved this because a lot of the other stencils that I have seen that have this pattern on it, this mermaid pattern, it's thinner, so it's got more detail, and I love that. So what I did was I die cut my 2 pieces out first, okay, and then I put them back through again. But this time what you're going to do, because you have to make a sandwich, so in your sandwich to use the stencil with, what you're going to do is you're going to put your platform down first, an acrylic pad, and then you're going to put down a rubber pad like this. Okay, I have my big one here. And then from there, you're going to put your paper here, and then your stencil on top. And then the second acrylic plate is going to go on top of this. And then you run that through your die cut machine. And that's how I got this pattern onto my papers.
I love it.
I know, right? And then I couldn't decide when I was doing it because, when you're doing any type of embossing like that, it's either an emboss or a deboss, I think is the other one. And this is the one that I would have thought originally. This is the one I was planning on using. And I changed my mind because this is the one you can see the pattern sticks out more. But I changed my mind and I did it opposite because I wanted it to be a little bit thinner. I didn't want, I don't know how else to explain it. I just wanted it like this. But let me show you the difference though, okay? Because this is the one that has the embossed image on it, where the image is raised. The stencil has raised it onto the paper. But look at the two different, you can see the two totally different patterns once it comes out.
Yeah.
I liked this one a little bit better.
And I like that the paper, the second color shows so nicely.
Yes. So that's how you're going to get the stencil onto your paper, okay? Because I did not use paste or anything like that. I ran it through the die cut machine. Now I did that with both my pieces, and then I took the sanding block, and I was going to show you this one. So that's why I didn't sand this one yet. But you're going to take this, and you're just going to go right over and just pull up all of those details that's in the stencil. I just love this. And even more, let me get this really good here, so I hope you can see this. See, when you have like the edging that has the embossing on it, I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yeah, we can see it.
But on this side, you can barely see it, right? But once you start sanding, then it starts popping up. And I love that look. So you're just going to take your sander, and you do want to make sure when you're doing this, hold your paper down. Because if you don't, it's going to go like this, and you're going to get a kink, and then you're going to be upset, or at least I would be. And I am speaking from experience. So
we know.
See, just like that. Yeah, you just got to be careful. Okay, so, and I also want to tell you, before you start sanding your book here, your journal, make sure that you let it dry totally before you try sanding it, or you're just going to peel the paint right off of it. Okay, so we're just going to sand this up. I just love how that just pops right up. And you can do it as light or as heavy as you want. It's totally, it's totally up to you what you want to do. I kind of did mine. I don't know. I kind of feel like I did it like an in between. All right. So there we go. So that's how I did both pieces of the papers here. Now, before I go any further, because I'm going to have this everywhere, I'll vacuum this up really, really quick. All right. And then you're going to take a paper towel, soft cloth, whatever you have, and then just kind of pull, because you see you're still going to have that excess on there, and you don't want it on there. You want to take it off. Okay, so just wipe it off real quick. See, just like that. And there you go. All right. So what we're going to do from here is we're going to take the two pieces. And I did prep my glue gun, or my glue. I can never get used to this. My glue press. I love this thing. I did it ahead of time, so yay. It's coming out well.
Yeah.
All right. And then we're just going to lay the two on there, just like that.
Those colors are beautiful together.
Aren't they? I'm telling you, the colors in that pack are so gorgeous.
Truly they are.
I saw that. That's what gave me, I saw the paper, and the inspiration came from the paper.
See, it happens sometimes.
It does. It's like, however you're going to get it is good. All right. So for the saying, what I did with this is I stamped it out on some white cardstock and then cut it out. And then I took my little piece here, and I was going to see. Yeah. I took this piece and then I kind of held this up on it before I glued it down, because I don't glue anything down until I'm absolutely sure it's what I want, because I can't tell you how many times I have undone things. All right. So what you're going to do for that is take the paper and then you just tear it. And then, like I said, you're going to get this really cool color underneath. And I'm not sure if it makes a difference on how you tear it, but I just love how that works. So that's how I did with my pink. I just, I cut the square out. I cut a square out originally bigger than my saying, and then I just kind of went from there. But isn't that cool? And then you get that beautiful color that's under there.
Yes.
And I love that. Now that piece I did not sand. I just left it alone. So we're going to take this and just glue this on here real quick. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoa. My glue is really working well now. All right. And then we're going to stick that on there. Let me get some of that excess off. There we go. All right. So we have those pieces done. Now we're going to do the closure. Now this comes, as I said, with the die. You're going to cut one of these out. And then what I did was I used the smallest die that was in the set, this set, and I cut out two pieces, okay? Originally, when I had first started to put it together, I just did one piece, and then I was like, but when you open it, then you can see the white underneath, and I didn't like that. So I cut two pieces out, and then one at a time. What you want to do, you're going to adhere this, but you want to work your paper as you're adhering, okay? And I'll show you what I mean by that. Because your paper is going to pull. All right? the cardstock here is going to pull because you're taking it from straight and you're making it, putting it on something that's round, that has a curve. So for this, what you want to do is just start like with the top half, glue that, and then just start working with it. And you want to make sure that you get that glue nice and dry. Okay. And then once you've got that, and it will take a couple minutes to set because it's glue, but once it's set, and it's not going anywhere. All right. So then I'm going to just add the rest of the glue on here. There we go. And again, I'm going to work it on that curve there. Because this front part right here, well, it doesn't matter which side you use, but that is where your closure is going to go. Okay, so you want to make sure that it's going to fit around your journal. All right. Now, I would let this dry a little bit longer, but we're here, so, I'm just going to go ahead and just do it now. And then we're going to glue the other piece on the bottom. And the piece that's on the bottom is more just for, just for visual, so when you open the tab on your journal, you don't see blue and white. So you're going to do the same thing with the second piece. And make sure that you get that one fold that you want for your tab. You want to make sure that you really get that one. Okay, and then you can see here where the other one is coming up, the other fold. And you want that also because that's what's going to wrap around your book. All right. So once you have this done and everything is glued nice and tight, nothing's going to shift. Then when we finish up, we're going to go ahead and add it. Now, I wanted to show you how I put this together. All right. So what I did was I took this really pretty ribbon that we were talking about last week, and I put it into this is a huge needle, right? But I can see the hole on that. And it makes threading so much easier.
Yeah, it's like a darning needle.
Yeah, it is. I used to use this when I would make snowman.
Yep.
I would use it to put their eyes on and, and stuff like that, a big old thing. All right, so you're going to cut the ribbon about 40 inches is what I did with mine. All right, let me get this up out of the way here. All right, so, I know what else I wanted to do real quick, because this will make it much easier to do if you clamp it down. You clamp the two pieces together, it makes it so much easier to thread. So as you can see, I took a couple of these. I don't even know what these are called, but
binder clips.
Binder clips. There we go. All right. And then I'm going to put one on each end. Oh, wait, before I do that, I almost forgot. Okay, you can see on both of these that there's 3 holes here, and 1 hole here, right? I wanted a second hole so I could tie off my binding when I was done. So what I did, and I almost forgot, that would not have been good. I put them together, line everything up, and then mark where that hole is on each side. Okay, so there's that one. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. Line it up. Yep, looks good. There we go. All right, and then you're just going to take a hole punch and just punch that right out. There we go. That way you have the hole on both sides, so it does make it so much easier to set the binding when you do that. All right, so this is my front. We're gonna put the clippies on here. All right, there's one, and I think I dropped the other one. Yes, I did. Okay, then we're gonna put one on this side. And this, like I said, is just to hold it. It makes it so much easier than trying to struggle with this as you thread. So how I did mine was I started down, this is my front. I started down here on the bottom. And I pulled through and I left, oh, let me see. I don't know. That's what, 5-6 inches. It doesn't have to be exact, guys, but make sure that you leave a tail. Okay. And then from that hole, we're going to go up to this one and pull that through. Make sure that you don't pull your other piece all the way through, which, yes, I have done. All right. And then we're going to come into the back here. And pull. And then we're going to go over here. All right. And then, so that's what's going to make your, I have to keep in mind that I keep wanting to put my camera way up here, or my project. That's how you're going to start with the cross. Okay. So then once you have that, then you have, you're going to put that last one through the bottom here. There we go. And in there. Okay. So now you have, and what I did on mine too, you don't have to do this, but what I did on mine was I made sure that all of my ribbons laid flat down. So, you know, if you want to do it that way, you can, or you can just leave it like this, whatever, it'll work fine either way. And then the last thing that you're going to do then is come up. We might need a little bit more. Yeah, we're going to need a little bit more of a tail here. We're just going to tug just a little bit. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to come back in and put this last one center on the inside. And also too, what you can do with this also is glue your page, or glue your sides. You know, glue it first and then add your binding. If you want to do it that way, you just need to make sure though, if you're going to do it that way, that you don't go over your holes. Okay. You don't glue over your holes, because then you're going to have a hard time getting your ribbons through. So you can do it that way, or do it with the bindings either way, or do both, whatever, you know, however you want to do it. All right. So yeah, we totally should have left more of a tail there, but you're going to get the idea. Maybe. All right. This is like the hardest part of the whole project, is just trying to get the ribbon through, right? All right. Come on. There we go. All right. Now, as you can see, I should have left it a little bit longer, but it's not going to matter, because all I'm going to do is just tie this off. I'm going to tie it off, and then that way I know my front and back covers are nice and secure, and I don't have to worry about them. And I'm just going to tie a knot in this one. But I loved using this ribbon. It's so pretty. And it was just perfect with the colors that I used from Sizzix papers.
Right.
So then what we're going to do here, just gorgeous, right?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to cut these ends off. I'm going to cut that one off just because it looks ugly. The end there. All right. There we go. So now you have this part done. Super easy, right? Okay. So what you're going to do from here, because you don't want this showing. And this was another reason why I used a flat ribbon instead of like maybe instead of using like yarn or something like that in here, because you're going to cut another piece of the purple paper, and this is going to be 1 inch by 6 3/4. And you're going to take that and you're going to glue that right in there, and then that's going to cover up all of your ribbons. Now, you can do it where you can make it pretty on the inside too, but I was trying to do something quick and easy, and I just thought this would work best. All right, so you're going to cut this piece. And again, don't worry about measurements, guys, because I will be doing a blog post on this, and it will be up on Sunday. So it'll have all step-by-step photos, and it'll have all the measurements and the names of all the tools and products I used, so you know, because I know you like to know where you can get the stuff, right? All right, so you're just going to lay that down, and then you're good. And then, like I said, for my inside here, you saw what I did in here, where I just took, in case somebody missed it, I put a piece of cardboard on the back of one of these notepads that, you can get at the dollar store for like $1 or something. So I put some cardboard on the back of it just to make it a little bit more sturdy, and then some Velcro pieces. So that way I can slide it in and out, or when I'm done with this notepad, I can add some more Velcro and then start again. So that's what you're going to do on the inside here. Now, I'm not going to do it because I just showed you, but this is where you're going to put it on the inside right here. Okay, and then we're going to finish it off. And we're going to put these pieces down first. So we're going to adhere these. And make sure that before you glue something down, make sure that your pattern is going in the correct direction. I was telling Anne this morning that when I went to photograph all of this yesterday, I realized I had put my paper on upside down, so I had to tear the whole top off and start again. I was not a happy girl, but that's because I wasn't, paying much attention, or I should have been paying more attention. All right, so we're going to glue that down to the front there. And then for this little guy, we're going to take some foam tape and just a little bit of it. And I only did one layer of the foam tape because, I usually do a couple because I really like things to pop. But I wanted my weaving to be the center of attention. So you're going to stick that right there. Okay. And then last thing that you're going to do is you're going to take your closure here and make sure that you get it in the, whichever, or put it not in whichever, but put it in the spot where you want it. Okay. And then make sure that it's going to fold over like that. And it's going to do that second fold. And then what you would do from here, which is what I had forgot because I didn't turn my glue gun on. So for this piece, I would use a glue gun because it's a closure, you know, and something that's going to be open and closed a lot. You want to really make sure that the base of it is going to be adhered very, very well. So you're going to take your glue gun and glue the back there. And then for this piece in the front here, you're going to put a piece of Velcro. Now, you've seen me use the little tiny dots on all of my cards and stuff because I love that. But this one, I wanted a little bit sturdier. So I used a heavier Velcro for the latch here. You can see it right here. I used a little heavier piece because I wanted to, you know, make sure that it was going to open and close well. So you're going to do that. And of course, adhere it to both sides of your closure here. And then last things that you're going to do is I just took a bunch of fibers that I had. I think there's like 4 different patterns in here. And I cut them about, I don't know, 10 inches long, maybe 12. Folded them in half. And then once I folded them in half, then I just took a piece of hemp cord and I wrapped it around the center of it. And then once I wrapped it around the center, then I went ahead and I tied it inside the holes. Okay, so you're going to wrap it around the center of your fibers and then take those 2 ends and put it through. And of course, you're going to do that before you lay down this piece. Okay, and then that way, those are all going to be covered too. So that's how you get these on. And then last is your centerpiece. And I showed you guys how to do this last week. Super, super easy. This is the one I showed you again that I had already started on a new one. This one's a little bit bigger, but I can't wait to get this one finished, see what I'm going to do with it. And then I just added some really cute little buttons on here and also a button on my closure. And that's it. That's how you make this. I just love it.
Stinking cute.
Oh, thank you. I love how it turned out. I love all of the pattern and the sanding and the shabby chic kind of look. I do love that because it does remind me of a beach. So there you go.
It's
fun,
beautiful.
right?
Yeah, so pretty.
So much fun. All right. So talk amongst yourselves for a minute while I switch cameras.
Okay, I have some questions starred. So
okay.
Dorothy, is map board the same or similar to poster board? It's much thicker than poster board. And it's firmer. I'm looking at the Sizzix package, but it doesn't say how thick it is. It does say how much it weighs. So it's like cardstock is like 110-pound cardstock. This is 525 pound. So it's I would say at least 4 thickness of poster board.
Yep, that makes sense to me.
Yep. And then does the journal die set fit in a regular sized Big Shot? Yes, it does. That one does. She has some that do not, but that particular one does. And if you go to Eileen's Etsy shop or you go to the Sizzix website and buy from their store, it will say if it's an extra big die, that's when you need the bigger Big Shot.
Right. Yeah, you do need the long plates.
Well, yeah.
You know, with the die.
But it fits in a regular machine. Yep.
Yeah, but it will work in a, yep.
Karen said you can tie a charm instead of a bow at the end for the binding. And yes, that would be very pretty.
That would be beautiful.
So Dorothy and Judy both asked about your ribbon. I said, I believe it's something you've had in your stash for a long time. Like I've had mine in my stash for over 10, 12 years. But I did find something on Amazon that was similar. I put a link in for our affiliate into the chat.
Oh, cool. Cool.
But,
Thank you very much.
it's something very similar. But this ribbon, I mean, last week I had something similar, and Lisa and I both have, a lot of the same stuff, it appears. But
Yeah.
we've had, oh my gosh, I can't even think how long I've had that ribbon.
I've had it
In
for,
over 12 years, because
oh, yeah.
it was back even when I owned my store. So
Yeah. And I think Lion Brand is who made it.
mhm,
I think it's theirs. So,
or was, yeah.
or I don't know if they still
I
carry it or,
haven't seen it anywhere, and I have been looking at ribbons and yarns a
oh,
lot
really?
lately because my oldest daughter is crocheting a lot.
Oh,
So we
so
go
yeah.
to a lot of the stores and look.
Yeah. Yeah,
Eileen did
I've had mine forever and a day.
right. Eileen did a video where she dyed seam binding. Yeah, you can buy that really pretty seam binding and dye
Yes.
that. That is beautiful too.
Yeah.
That's why it's good to buy things in white or cream, because you can always use inks to color them.
Yeah. And I've seen Anne do all kinds of things with white, white
Yep.
ribbon, and it's not white when she's done with it.
Yep.
So yeah, you can do that too. That's also an option. I'm trying to think of what else. I think just any ribbon, would work. That just was, it just had all of the perfect colors in it.
But and it's so pretty,
Yeah, exactly.
but
Yeah.
it was sold as a yarn because it
Yeah.
was on a yarn spool. It wasn't a ribbon
No,
spool.
let me see if I have mine right underneath me.
It's
'Cause
not
I was,
buffering on our end, Betty, so I'm
there it
not
is.
sure if you have to refresh.
Okay.
Yes, Dorothy, you will need the longer cutting pads for the journal die. Here, Lisa, I'll make you
Yeah.
bigger so they can see that.
This is how it came.
Mhm.
Okay. So it's beautiful. It's thin. It's, but I think you can use just about anything on this, guys. I just, because I was so into fibers recently because we just started with the weaving with the new loom. So, of course, I'm pulling out all the stuff that I have had for a zillion years because I get to use it again. And I'm like way
I
excited that
know.
I can use it again. So,
Yep. And I went and
but
grabbed all of mine. It's like
yeah,
so much fun.
yeah. And any kind of ribbon or twine, anything like that will work, that I just picked because it was perfect with the colors with everything else. So I thought, well, that just everything just matched right up. It did not dawn on me to check to see if they still carried it because I
Well,
just was like, oh, I'm sure,
for ribbons and yarns, it's hard because you have a
yeah.
stash and you pull out what you've had forever. Yeah. So here, I'll make us
I
the
was
same
gonna
size
say,
again. So let me see. Betty says, "What a magical journal book." Yeah, it
oh,
is.
thank
It,
you.
it is. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I really, really liked how it turned out. I was very, very pleased, because there's, I am the queen of adding everything you can into your project. And, this was something where the piece that I weaved in the center, that was the centerpiece. I wanted that piece to really pop out.
Yep.
Otherwise I would have maybe torn some papers up and splashed it on there, maybe do a little decoupage, but I wanted to keep it simple. So that was the focal.
Yeah, and it's
you know
beautiful. I love the little buttons you put on there. They just added the perfect touch, and it made it so
yeah,
beachy.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So, when I'm going in September, that my little journal's coming with me. I love this. And it's so easy to do. And if
Yeah.
you guys have not checked this out yet, you really, really should go to Eileen's Etsy shop. I don't know how many she has left because I know that it's been sold out a couple times.
She does have somebody watching her shop while she's gone too.
That's
Here,
right.
I'll also put in Juliana's because I know Jules would have them.
Oh yeah,
in
there you
her
go.
shop
And yeah.
for the loom. There, I put the link to Jules.
Oh, there you go. Okay, perfect. Yeah, don't let it intimidate you because, when I first looked at it, I was like, okay, I don't know. And then I just started playing with it. I was like, this is so because I overthink. When I'm out of my comfort zone, I overthink. And it's
But
stupid.
it's so much fun. I think
It
I've
is.
made since last week 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of them.
Yeah.
And I don't have a lot
Yeah.
of time, so they don't take long. It's just
No, they
so
don't.
much fun. And I
Yeah, it
actually
doesn't.
ordered a bigger one. Well, not like I need another one. I
I was
have
gonna
the
say
biggest
she's got
one.
like 6. Yeah, if you
But
need one, just ask Ann. She's got a whole bunch.
but I bought she had one that's like 6 inches wide. I have the big tall one, but you're using a
Yes.
lot of string then. I wanted a smaller one. So I bought one that's like 6 by 6. I think the ending thing would be like 5 by 5 or something.
Yeah.
So it was shipped yesterday, so I can't wait till I get that.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a new fun thing that I love to do. And when I
It's
get this finished,
relaxing.
it is. It
Yeah.
really, really is. And it's like a no-brainer kind of thing when you're doing it. So,
Mhm.
that's always nice.
And it's perfect to
Um,
add with the journals.
yeah. Or add it on a card. I might make a bracelet out of this. I haven't decided yet. But if I do, whatever I do with it, I'll share. And I'll share
Yeah.
in our group. Because I just love this thing. I just think it's just the coolest thing. And
It
I get
is.
to use my fibers.
I am going to announce one of the winners from last week
Okay.
now, and then I'll announce the other one, or I'll let Lisa announce the other one during my live because I go live in an hour, guys, and I am going to share tips
Yes.
and techniques for the stencil and stamp tool and Sizzix masking film. It
Oh,
is
gotcha.
it is such a cool thing, you guys. This is a lot of fun to use. So I'm going to share
Hey.
some tips and techniques with that, and we'll even make a card. But one of the winners from last week, we gave away 2 of Juliana's Jewel Loom Inspirations ebooks. We launched that ebook last week, and we are so excited, and it's selling, and it's awesome. But we're giving away 2. And the first winner is Helen Angela Buckley. I thought I saw Helen in here
Helen
earlier.
was in here because
That's why I wanted to announce it in case she's still here and if she doesn't make it to mine. So Helen, if you're here, we want you to send us a message because we need your email address to send you that ebook.
Yes.
So it's a beautiful ebook, and we're
Oh, there
excited
she
about
is.
it.
Okay. She's here.
Okay. Yay, Helen. Okay.
Congratulations, girl.
Yay,
I love it
congratulations.
when they're here. That's like
That's
the best
why I
part.
wanted to announce it because Lisa had sent over on my phone,
Uh-huh.
she had sent over both the winners, and I thought I saw Helen in here. So it's like, okay, I want to announce it. So Helen,
Yes.
yeah, just send us a message with your email.
Yep.
And then we will get that right over to you today if we get it. If we get your email today.
Yes.
So,
Perfect.
yeah.
All
So
right, you guys. Well, that is it for me. Make sure that you come back in about an hour for Anne's because she's going to be doing her thing. And always love when she's teaching techniques. I love, love, love watching her do techniques. So make sure you come back for that. And we will see you all there. And the one thing that we always say, even though a walk on the beach soothes your soul.
Good.
Yes, soothes your soul, but make sure you take some time to craft because
it's good for your soul. It truly is.
is.
So
all right,
we will
you guys.
see you guys in less than an hour.
Less than an hour.
Yeah, I know.